marching in solidarity after a stabbing spree sends 3 people to hospital. The mood on campus at the University of Waterloo is somber but united. While classes have resumed at Haggie Hall since Wednesday's attack, we're learning more about the man charged. Police say he was motivated by hate. CTV's Alexandra Pinto joins us live this afternoon. Alex, the accused made a court appearance yesterday. We're also learning more about the tense minutes that followed that attack.
Well, Daryl, 24-year-old Giovanni Villalba Allman is accused of stabbing multiple people inside a gender studies classroom at Haggie Hall. And police say that he was an international student at the University of Waterloo and graduated in April. According to his LinkedIn profile, he studied physics. Now, he is facing 10 charges, including 3 counts of aggravated assault, 4 counts of assault with a weapon, 2 counts of possession of a weapon, and 1 count of mischief. Police say that is for damaging a pride flag. Now, the victims include a professor of the class, Katie Fulfer. Police say that she suffered serious but not life-threatening injuries. A 20-year-old woman and 19-year-old man, both students, also suffered serious but not life-threatening injuries. Waterloo Regional Police providing an update on their investigation yesterday.
We have information that he inquired about the title or the subject matter of the class, and we believe that was with purpose. Through the course of our investigation and including an interview with the accused, that was his purpose, was to make a statement, was to purposely target that subject matter of gender identity and gender expression.
Inside Haggie Hall, police describing a chaotic scene. They say the first officer arrived in 3 minutes. According to police, the accused tried to sneak out of the building while students were escaping at the time, but he was quickly arrested. Students also tried to stop the attack. Now, students, faculty, and staff members have been speaking out about the violent attack. 2 gatherings were held on campus yesterday afternoon. Hundreds of people coming together to take a stance against hate-motivated attacks. A moment of silence was also held for the victims. An independently led solidarity rally was also held outside of Haggie Hall, with a group calling for all to take a stand against misogyny and hate. Initial reports of the stabbing came just hours as well after the University of Waterloo was done testing its emergency notification system. And this had people on campus discussing how the situation was handled, including their concerns about a lack of communication.
Nothing about the incident was made clear. And yeah, we honestly just feel like more could have been done.
One of the first lessons that we're going to have to learn from this attack is to understand how that WhatSafe system works and to make improvements to make sure that we can support our community better in future.
The University of Waterloo also plans to revisit their security systems in addition to finding out what exactly went wrong with their emergency notification system. UW's president also says they will be leaving their Pride and 2 Spirit flags in place until the end of July following Wednesday's attack. Daryl.
Alexandra Pinto reporting live. Thank you, Alex.